Hi everyone, this is Natasa from Nat Healing, and I would love to share with you a little bit about how to navigate these turbulent times of global reset that we're in now in April 2020. For me, I'd like to share a little bit about what I received when all of this started. When all of this started, I've gone inside. I've gone within. Sorry, English is not my first language, so I might say funny things from time to time, but I'm sure you'll get the energy and you'll get the meaning behind my words. So I went within, and in meditation I asked, what is this about for me? What do I need to know? And I've received one sentence, and the sentence was, be within. And it meant stay in your power, be completely centered, completely in your own clarity, in your own alignment, in your own power. And this has stayed with me not only in the beginning, but throughout all of this time, because it literally allowed me to navigate all of this time from my heart, from a feeling of far more ease than I could imagine. Could have imagined, far more power, literally power, staying in my power, in my sovereignty. And this is why I'd like to share with you a little bit, because I'm seeing that many people are very distracted. There's a lot of mixed energies right now, from fear over anger or frustration, impatience to hope, joy. Like there's everything out there, if you look into the emotions that people are having due to this global situation. And let me quickly talk about perspective. I'm talking about global situation, about global reset, about potential for humanity. Why am I using these expressions? Whatever words we use, whatever thoughts we have, but also whatever words we use, they carry frequency. They carry very distinct frequency of what we put inside and what words we use. And for those of you who know muscle testing, you know what happens when you test on yes and on no. Like on yes, your body stays strong, on no, your body gets weak. And the same counts for how we name things and how we talk about things. So our perspective literally can influence the energy. And there's another thing. Wherever focus goes, energy flows. We all know that. So if you're calling something a pandemic, you're giving energy into it. You allow it to grow. So navigating these times literally has a lot to do with your own perspective, with your awareness, with your conscious choice, right? And so when I've received this, be in yourself, that were the words. And this invitation to really stay grounded, to really stay connected, to really be in my heart, in my body, in my being. Whenever I'd feel distracted or something, I would come back to that. Sometimes it takes a while, sometimes not. I'm human just like everybody else. But if you're, like the first question I would love to ask you, when you are thinking about what's going on, and if you're feeling uncertainty or even anxiousness or anger, my question to you is, where do you put your energy from morning till evening? Like, what do you plug into as to, are you turning on your computer and your phone and you're checking social media and you're checking mainstream media, you're watching the news how many times a day? We're trying to find the answer outside, but the answer is within. times on this planet are changing so much, and we are called more than ever to be within and to ask from within, to get our own wisdom, our own empowerment, and to follow our heart. I'm not saying to not be informed, but there's a huge difference between just being informed about what you need to know in order to live a happy, grounded, healthy, joyful life. And I want to say, I do wash my hands, I do keep physical distance, I do a lot of things to keep myself safe right now. And I'm not afraid. And so, if we're plugging a lot into social media and mainstream media, we cannot find the answers that we're looking for. Because look, you shouldn't go outside, but you should strengthen your immune system, and the healthiest thing you can do is go in nature and go outside. Like, you will find 1,000 contradicting suggestions out there. You have theories that this is just like all these conspiracy theories. I don't want to go into that. I'm not even plugging into them because it will not help me to navigate this time. So it is most valuable for myself and for my family if my energy gets distracted in all of these things and I don't know anymore what to think, who to believe, what to do. Okay? So moving out of fear has a lot to do with centering, with grounding. And so one thing to consider could be, how many times do you plug into social media and mainstream media? Do you really need to? And if you do so, does it empower you? What does it really give you? How do you feel before you turn it on and after? Just do a quick body scan. And I'm sure most of you will find that after you feel distracted, nervous, anxious, or just not really in your body, not really present, not really here. So does it empower you? And if you're scrolling through endless feeds, can you do that and stay completely neutral? And stay in your power and in your love and in your joy and in your expansion? If you can, great. But then probably you won't do it because there's no reason to, right? Yeah. One thing that I'm seeing a lot is addiction to social media. So it's a great self-experiment to try and not be on social media for 2 full days. No Instagram, no Twitter, no Facebook, no YouTube. I call YouTube as well social media because you can get a lot of information about anything there. Just a moment. Even don't turn on the news. If it's not something that there's going to be a very important decision from the government that's going to be affecting you a lot in your life and you're waiting for that and it's going to be tonight on the news, okay, so maybe you'll watch. But in general, try for 2 days and see what it does with you. Are you completely cool? Are you enjoying your time? Are you centered? Or are you going like, that urge, that wish to just quickly check, just for a short time? Does that come up in you? It's a great self-test. And you'll know where you're at with that. And I've realized with myself, I have very limited Facebook times for myself. And still, there was one day when I said today I'll just be off. I mean, I've done 2 days off, completely off. But lately there was one day when I felt I could stay without today. And then there was this, but maybe just quickly, just check if blah, blah, blah has posted blah, 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 ooh, that's not where I want to be. And I went back to really consciously choosing when I'm on and when I'm off. Another thing that has to do with regaining your power. So call back, sorry, to say one more thing about that, call back your energy. When we are watching 100,000 things and we're trying to get information from here, there, what happens is our energy starts just being fragmented everywhere. As soon as you realize that your mind is busy with something else than what you're actually doing and where you are, it means that your energy is just everywhere. So call back your energy without the attachments. Just call back your energy, come back into your body. And one thing that can help you to get really present and ground is I have recorded a very simple, very down to earth, like literally simple and powerful meditation. There's only my voice, nothing else, that brings you into the present moment, into your body. Because your body doesn't function in the past, it doesn't function in the future, it functions in the here and now. You're breathing now, your heart beats now 100,000 times a day without you even noticing it. So all of your body functions there, like your digestion, your hormonal system, everything in every minute, it's in the here and now, otherwise it wouldn't function. So just by tuning into your body, you can come into the present moment. And I'm leading you through a powerful, it's called Breath of Calm meditation that combines awareness, relaxation, and breathing to really relax you so your body can start resetting, to really bring you in the here and now. It's on YouTube for free. You can watch it on YouTube. My channel is Love Your Life with Nat Healing, and it's called the Breath of Calm meditation. Yes. So ground in your body. Another thing, how you can come back into your power, into your grounding, into the here and now, is go out into nature. This is a global reset. We have the amazing opportunity right now to reconnect to Gaia in a way that we haven't had as humanity for a long, long time. Those who can move out of their apartment, and my heart goes out to everybody who cannot, go into nature as much as you can. If it's sitting in your garden, or if it's going to a forest, or to a deserted beach, or whatever it is, really enjoy, connect to the ocean, connect to the beach, connect to the lakes, connect to the river, connect to the forest, connect to the flowers, connect to the insects, to the animals. Like I don't know how you experience that wherever you are, but here where I live, we have birds, and I hear and see birds in an amounts that I have never seen before. Insects. It's just so amazing. We've been watching this, I don't know the name in English, it's that little red bug with black dots, and kids love it, and it's on many drawing papers that they can just like painting blocks and stuff like that. It's a beautiful little bug. And we saw the stages, we saw it on a rock, and it was along the street where we walked to a forest, and there were all these stages from the larva, how it transforms into that beautiful bug. And I saw that for the first time in my life. Maybe I haven't watched, but that's another thing, right? So we have time. Get still, you don't need to rush anywhere. Take a walk. Nature is very grounding. And hug a tree, you know. It sounds funny for some people, and I remember the times when I was working exclusively as a business coach, and I would do outdoor trainings, and the first question that people would ask me whenever I would mention we're going outdoor into nature, they looked at me and go like, do we have to hug trees? It's so funny because, you know, I can understand that fully. We are so programmed into that thinking that we are separate from source, that we're separate from Gaia, that we are separate from every animal, insect, tree, plant out there. And it's not out there. We are all part of it. We, you know, just as scientists discover now that, or have discovered, that our body is not just our body. We are a living ecosystem We are a living ecosystem of bacteria, of fungi, of viruses that support our body. And to most people, it's known that we have a lot of bacteria in our gut that's supportive. But it's not only in our gut, it's everywhere. Our human DNA changes according to what we touch, where we are, what bacteria we're in contact to, what bacteria we make a symbiosis with. So we are, as humans, a living superorganism. And now imagine Gaia, our planet Earth, is a superorganism, and we are part of it. Just at the moment, most humans, I'm including myself with that, it's just how we live. We're very often not the good bacteria. And now it's time to become the good bacteria. Okay, the ones that support life. And it can happen on an energetic level. So ground into Gaia, ground. Imagine you have roots going all the way into the crystalline core of Mother Earth. Connect to Source, connect to Gaia, open your heart and go out in nature. Hug a tree. You cannot imagine, when you start opening your heart, you will have communication with nature. It's just inevitable, because we are part of that. And so even if that's too woo-woo for you with the trees and stuff, or being part of a superorganism, go out in nature. Everybody knows that after a walk in nature in a forest, you feel better, or if after you jump in the ocean or in a lake. So do what you can. If you cannot, meditate with a plant. Sit on your balcony, watch the birds, open the window, hear the birds, like meditate and imagine yourself being, or do a visualization, imagine yourself being in a forest, on a mountain, on your favorite beach. Okay, so let me see if something else wants to come through. Yes, I was talking about living from the heart. What I mean by that, a lot, but what I want to share right now. When we can open our hearts and live in a state of love, gratitude, compassion, joy, serenity, care. Of course, it's a shift in frequency, for those who know what I'm talking about. And our whole organism reacts, our whole body reacts. Our heart and our brain start to harmonize, and our heart is the biggest, the organ that has the biggest electromagnetic field around us. And so we emanate, our bodies emanate energy, just as words carry frequency. That's how we carry frequency. We don't only receive what's going on around us, we emit what's going on around us. Not what's going on around us, what's going on within us, I'm sorry. So we receive what's going on around us. Our body is a receiver. We can transmute that, and we just express it, we transmit it. And so first of all, if you're in that state, your whole body starts being healthier, coming back to homeostasis. It's in the relaxation response. You start being more compassionate. And the other thing is, when we open to love, as we transmit that, emit that, we affect people around us, and we affect actually the planet. And so be in that state as much as you can. It's great to have a morning practice to set the tone for the day. And you know, I used to get up an hour before my son would wake up, and my son is he's just amazing, you know, like when I tell him I need to meditate, he will let me meditate. And lately I realized that I didn't get up an hour earlier because I knew he's going to let me meditate, so I would meditate when he was awake. But to all parents, I want to tell you one thing, there's a huge difference whether you meditate or do your morning practice, whatever you do, to get you into a state of expansion and love and joy and gratitude, and ready to live your day from a completely different frequency than if you don't do that in the morning. if you do it while your kids are awake and your family is up, even if you go to your room, if you cannot do it differently, do it like that. But if you can, get up at least sometimes an hour before, do your morning practice. It's a huge difference. As I said, I'd gotten loose a little bit with that. My son would let me meditate, and then I talked to a friend who was so cool, and she said, like, I'm still doing it, you know, I'm getting up every morning, even on weekends. And I just realized, yes, that's what I didn't do. I need to do that. And life is different. It's completely different. So it's really time to integrate a morning practice and consistency with it and with your daily practices. If you don't have a morning practice or daily practices, you can use that breath of calm meditation. I also have re-recorded a brand new heart expansion and gratitude meditation. It's on my website for free. It's on www.nathealing.net, and it helps you to connect to source, ground into Gaia, like everything I've been talking about, your body, open up, feel gratitude, be in a state of gratitude, embody that gratitude, and then you can go on with your day. So it's a beautiful meditation. I'm really happy. And you're most welcome to check it out. It's new. I've recorded it yesterday. Yeah, put it up today. So you'll have that, and you can use that as a morning practice if you don't have any, or if you'd like to just try something new. So it's on www.nathealing.net. NATHEALING.net. Yeah, and I have an amazing course coming up to help you fully be in your power, call in your calling, just literally start living from an empowered state of love, from a connection between love and power. It's called the Warrior of the Heart. And I'm just preparing it now as I speak. And since I'm walking the talk, I'm teaching divine flows, so I am living divine flow. And that means that I cannot tell you the exact date when this is going to be ready and launched and ready for you to check more and to dive more into that material. But if you're interested, drop me a line on my email, nat@nathealing.net, and I will notify you, and or just stay tuned. It's going to be probably in about 2 to 3 weeks. We'll for sure have more information about that. I'll be talking more about it as well and having it ready quite soon. And that's about it. If you're interested in private support, please do schedule a chat with me so we can see how I can best support you. I have private sessions, I have mentorship programs, and just let's have a chat, and then we'll find out. You'll find me on www.nathealing.net. Make sure to subscribe to download the free heart expansion and gratitude meditation, and to check out my breath of calm if you really have your thoughts going everywhere and you can come back into your body fully. Okay, I'm wishing you a beautiful day or evening or morning, wherever you are, and I'm looking forward to connecting to you soon. Thank you and goodbye.